Namaste friends. Today you are going to see Cairns. Australia is very huge and Cairns is the top place in Australia, the northern part, in fact northeastern part. It has the Great Barrier Reef. Why Cairns is most famous among the places in Australia, the tourism spots. The Great Barrier Reef is one of the natural wonders of the world. It is stretching over 2,300 kilometers with over 2,900 individual reefs, the largest ecosystems in the world. Of course, we can't say about the universe, we do not know. But under 70% of the ocean in the world, the Great Barrier Reef, which one you have in Cairns, is something very, very impressive. The people from world over come to watch this Great Barrier Reef. It has many catamaran ships going, half a day, full day, etc. Another thing is in Cairns very important is the hot air balloon. The hot air balloon, it just goes, and it's really pleasant. It's something very nice. One must have these experiences in his or her lifetime. So watch the video. We are now going from Brisbane to Cairns. That is, from Gold Coast we return to Brisbane and now going to Cairns. Brisbane to Cairns is approximately 1,500 kilometers and the flying time is about 2.5 hours. That's what I'm saying, about approximately during those days. Now, the most important is Cairns, also the coast of Queensland. This is an idyllic location between the Great Barrier Reef and the rainforest and cloud-clogged plateau of the Atherton tableland. Because it is a tableland and it's a plateau, it's a beautiful climate, and so the hot air balloon tourism thrives in this particular portion. The World Heritage listed Great Barrier Reef is one of the most popular things to do from Cairns. It's almost about 2,900 individual reefs and stretching for more than 2,300 kilometers. This is only in this particular place we can see this. Now the flight is on to Cairns and we could see the plateau, the place, the lush green forest below the flight into Cairns. These days we cannot take the photographs from the flight as such. The air hostess wouldn't allow us. But those days we could. It was easier. The Cairns, not many people travel because of the distance from main place like Gold Coast and Sydney, etc. And also the fact it is expensive. Climatically is the best place too. Cairns is the best place. As we are almost landing at Cairns. Now we have landed and we started our sightseeing of Cairns. First we are going to the hotel, then we had our food, then we had taken rest, and next day we have started our sightseeing of Cairns. Cairns sightseeing not much like city tour, there is no such city tour as such, but what I have is all outer world, that is like we should out of the box. That's the Great Barrier Reef, the hot air balloon. There's also a dolphin island, which you can go from there. And there is this rainforest, Kuranda Rain Forest. So this all one can enjoy from Cairns. And it is a beautiful stay. In Australia, particularly in Cairns, they have a very stringent rule in the hotel that if you see your water is poured outside, splash, you'll be charged. And if there is something small happened in the room, suppose you eat something and something is spilled, and they will charge you an extra $200. Or if you smoke from your room, you get. Now we are now reached at the shore pier, where we have to take our boat to enjoy the Great Barrier Reef and the underwater show from the catamaran ship. You can snorkel here, you can dive here. What happens is this boat It goes to almost about 50 kilometers area, and it stops over there. It's a nice place where it is shallow, not too deep the water. And they have a submarine locked over there, and they have this beautiful place where people can snorkel or dive, and others can just swim with the life jacket. Here we have still boarding the ship. It has certain rules and regulations. They don't take the pregnant women. They don't take people with ailments. They won't take people with high blood pressure, because in case somebody falls into water, other people there will be in more problem than the normal people. But the journey is fantastic. You don't feel seasickness. Though it's a fast journey, and you see innumerable species of fish in this Great Barrier Reef area. And you see under the sea gigantic mountain kind of stones and coral reef formations, and it's a world of its own. Now we are into the glass bottom boat. We could see different species of wonderful colorful fish, and that itself is a great experience. And then you see the underground of the ocean. In India, you can see this in Andaman Nicobar Island side, and also you can see in the Lakshadweep Island at Kadamath, and I think one more place, Miniko, etc. See, you can see the under the sea, underwater. It's something really fantastic. You just get immersed in this watch, in the view. You see, it is a small camera at that time which I used, and now this is given through the video. But if you are there originally, personally, physically, the sight is something really great. You have very big fishes, and same thing you see actually in Kadamath also, Kavaratti also, Miniko Islands also. But the difference over here is, and difference in Australia is, the infrastructure built for viewing these sites are fantastic and fabulous in that place. The government has taken such trouble and systematic, measurable approaches to view this. See how we are going from our main ship into the small boat, which is a glass bottom boat, and some of the people are getting back to, some of the people are getting into. Now we have a beautiful lunch laid out over here, delicious lunch, which is some of the Indian item, because our Indians at that time, particularly when they go, they need to have the rice, and they need curd, they need salt separately, they need pickle, chapati, not the bread. So we have specifically arranged in this place all those things. Our group had to go in 2-3 glass bottom. So since I had to take the photograph, I've taken the stand over there. I was in barefoot actually, and this is how you see the surface of the sea. Because the guide was the guide in the not accompanied us, I was the guide, the tour leader. There was no other guide. It was very expensive to take a tour leader or a guide over there for every attraction. It's very expensive. They take it on an hourly basis. For an hour, you have to give something about $200. So if they are there with us for 8 hours, you have to pay something $1,600 for a day. Plus, you also have to give additional tip. You see the formations, what a beautiful formations of coral reef, wow. And then the colorful fish, different species of fish moving around in that. It's such a wonderful sight. I tell you, it's a feast to the eyes. And what more we need in life? There's no point in storaging money or properties or any other kind of wealth and gold. Enjoy your life. You don't know when we have to pass through, which is our date. We can probably predict the birth, but we can never predict the death. Now see, many people passed away during this COVID, but we had never expected that. We could never predict it. we couldn't even predict who may get corona. Sometimes we would have experienced the people who are with corona just sitting next to us. We don't know. Sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't get it. I had felt many times when I was traveling, there was someone sitting next to me really having corona, but they did not show or they didn't tell us, but we could feel it. Make out. Now we have come for the lunch in the ship. This is the lunch. We are getting the fruits and very many varieties. You can see leaves. And one of the things which they all eat is lots of leaves they eat, lot of green fresh vegetables they eat than the cooked food. But we in India, we eat more of cooked food than the fresh vegetables and fruits. Some of our people, I keep telling them, why do you want to eat the same bread again and again? Eat something else. There are so many varieties of food. Taste it. Enjoy it. These people will go and take, bundles of the bread and then put butter and start eating it. There's so many things. Taste it. I don't know how it's going to be. I just try. Unless you try, how do you know? So these are people. There's a swimming pool in this green island. And there's also a resort. You can change your dress and you can be in the swimming costumes and play. So we are back to the place and hi, hope you have enjoyed the catamaran cruise, the Great Barrier Reef, the species of different kinds of fish and the mammals in the ocean. Also hope you have enjoyed the Cairns land as such. Please do not forget to share, do not forget to subscribe and like. Also please give your valuable comments.